Hey everyone, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your October 2020 reading. So there's a lot astrologically going on. We have two full moons in October. So one is on October 1st and right at the end of the day, into the second, depending on where you live, in Aries. That's our harvest moon, at least, I don't know, in the northern hemisphere it is. A new moon in Libra on October 16th. Right before that, so pretty much the entire month will be under the influence of Mercury retrograde. It goes retrograde on the 14th, but we'll be in shadow before that. Whoa. And then we have our blue moon, our full moon on Halloween, which, how awesome is that? I don't know where I want this to be. And then we also have another thing that caught my eye is Venus goes into Libra on October 28th. So that's should be a nice time for romance. And what kind of struck me was that we go from that Libra new moon, and we're in Libra. Libra really wants to be coupled, be in a relationship. And then with the full moon in Taurus, I feel like, and then Venus and Libra on the 28th, I feel like it could be a really magical time for romance, and a romance that sticks, right? Taurus is fixed. They're grounded. They move slowly. So it may move really slowly, but it also has the potential for sustainability. Anyway, I'm not an astrologer. That's just what caught my eye. Okay. Getting all sorts of cards here. I'm doing a modified Celtic cross, although it ends up being pretty much the same amount of cards. But okay, at the bottom is the Four of Swords. This is for me as a card of contemplation, of rest, but it's not the mind racing and running and worrying and anxiety. It's very reflective but also mindful, really gaining wisdom. I feel like it's the minor arcana of the Hermit card. So maybe we still have influence from our time in Virgo in August and September before we moved into Libra. Truce. But I feel like this is feeling at peace within yourself, coming to terms, letting go of any sort of negative things you've been hanging on to. Here, let's prop this one up. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles is under that. So it could be family related issues, legacies, things like that. So here's another foundation. The Ace of Cups. So definitely could be thinking about love, thinking about something that makes you happy, that gives you an emotional hit, sort of, and being open to something new emotionally, being more open in general, putting yourself out there. Maybe you've been thinking about doing online dating, or if you're with someone, opening up even more and thinking of inviting that relationship to a new level. And this can even be done if you've been with someone for years. Maybe you're thinking about renewing your vows, or making a conscious effort to reconnect. Emotion is what I'm forgetting what this deck's called. I'll figure it out before I post it. The Tower is in the recent past. The Tower is sort of a wake-up call from the universe. It comes in and exposes what isn't built on a strong foundation, what didn't what sorry, it didn't have whatever this relationship, situation, career, habit, whatever, relationship, romantic or otherwise, it exposes wasn't built on a strong foundation, that which wasn't sustainable, which wasn't going to make it for one reason or the other. And it can also be we've resigned ourselves to it. We haven't wanted to deal with it, been in denial about it or something, and it comes in, or it's something completely. I mean, it could be we're having these horrible wildfires, or it could be something like that happening. You get in a car accident, you need to get a new car, but something about it, because it's a major arcana, affects you on a very deep level. So I'm kind of going back to this Four of Swords too. And I can just feel us going, most shit just doesn't matter. And really focusing on what's most important in life and making significant changes potentially. It could just be an internal shift, but you could really, I want to spend more time with my kids. Now that I've been home and with everything with COVID, I don't want to go back to work or go back to work full time. I want to be more involved, and maybe you downsize in order to accommodate a drop in income or something like that. But it's because in the wake of the Tower is a new appreciation, seeing things clearly. And in some ways, it provides a fresh start in some area. So it's an opportunity. And it's those who can see the opportunity in it that not just bounce back from the Tower quickly, but thrive and see the seeds of creativity and opportunity in it. So what do you want most? Three of Stones, Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, working well together. Sometimes I see this card as being recognized for your talents. Sorry, I'm just like, I haven't used these. I've had these cards forever, but I haven't really used them, so I was just checking them out. Yeah, teamwork, compatibility, companionship, support. Again, a creative outlook, someone who appreciates. So your art or something you do may be recognized or be catching on. You don't need tons of, I know we're obsessed with followers and all that crap, but don't try to appeal to the mass market. Do your thing. Do your thing in the way that makes it your thing, even if it's something other people do. And the people who resonate with that will come. And then you're not going to have people that just don't get it, sort of bringing you down or throwing any bad vibes your way. And do things to protect yourself from that, and stay true to your authentic nature, and surround yourselves with people who get it. So what's in focus? The Page of Pentacles. This is taking that first step in a longer process, but just starting and knowing that if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, it will come to fruition. The Pentacles cards, they're always successful. The Page, this one may go through a few more steps and trials and tribulations because it's a younger energy and they're just starting out, but they always mature through and are usually successful. This could be a communication about money, a loan. Maybe if some of you, make sure you look into if you've lost your job, or look into the different programs available right now due to COVID. There's a yin and yang, it looks like to me, she's sitting on. Coming to terms with who you are spiritually. I see a real authenticity string coming through these cards. Like, be okay. Come to peace with who you are. Be okay. Gosh, some of you may have blown up your own life in the sense that maybe you felt like you were playing a role for your family or society, and you're just like, you know what, this is who I am. I'm going to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses or being the perfect whatever, and it's making me crazy. I'm not happy. Maybe I'm not happy in this marriage. I'm not happy where I work. Something, and you're making maybe a pretty radical change. So some people, because they will judge and reflect on what you're doing from their point of view in their life, so you may be feeling fear from them. But really, like possibilities. I'm not even looking at what the possibilities. You see possibilities. They see demolition. You see work, the possibilities of work being happy. Yeah, you've met it. You're at peace with this decision. Maybe you got a little inheritance, a little bit of money can't kick through because this Ten of Pentacles, and you're yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't see this tower as bad. I see it as other people. That's where we just said other people. Yeah, you're just going to, it's like you're going to smile at people who are freaked out. And yeah, like you're at peace. You're at peace with this decision. It's funny. I was reading and I'm like, I'm reading that 4 more like the 2. And here's the 2. You're at peace with your decision. You see possibilities. You don't see fear. You are excited to move forward. So what's coming up in the near future? Oh my God, the sun. Look at that. You're feeling alive. You're appreciating every day. You're feeling frisky. You might be dating. Maybe you met someone new. I don't know. I feel like it's more driven and from inside, but it's this new you that attracts someone equally as fiery and passionate and exciting. And you guys are just living and enjoying. And you see how beautiful life is. It sounds kind of hippy dippy, but it's cool. It's a cool vibe, man. Leo, life. Maybe you're going to have a baby. Life. Yeah, celebrating life, living life, not just going through the grind, making a conscious effort to enjoy the day, whatever it brings. If it's sunny, and you gravitate getting outside. If it's rainy, reveling in the coziness of hunkering down for the day inside, or go out and run in the rain, whatever. But just kind of know what's going on around you in the world and appreciating whatever that is. It's sensual. I'm getting a sensual vibe, like even enjoying the food you eat. There's like this childlike wonder and appreciation So that could be the Mercury influence, right? That nostalgia. Um, some of you may be moving back, moving back home too. Maybe you inherited a home. Yeah, maybe something. All right, so these are some sort of overall outcome and overall cards. Three of Swords. That's a cool Three of Swords. This change that's coming out of the Tower, not everyone's going to be happy with it. And I think part of this Four of Swords is you need to release being responsible for other people's reactions and understanding that, again, their reaction is more about them than about you. And being okay. You're not trying to hurt someone, because when you really look at it, it's like, this is my life. It doesn't mean you haven't taken anyone's feelings into consideration. You're not looking at everything. In fact, I think you've maybe been staying in a situation for way too long because you've been so worried about how it will affect other people. But now you feel like you just know it's the right thing, and you're, again, at peace. There's a truce. So maybe you've come to a truce, and this is Two of Swords is peace. There's mourning. So if you do decide to leave a relationship or leave, it could be a significant part of your life. I don't know. Growing up, I was very competitive equestrian. And when I got to college, I stopped. I had stopped for a while. I couldn't handle the pressure. And then when I came back, it had to be different. And so it could be, so yeah, I still mourn that. And I'm 49. But I've had horses until recently. I lost, well, she's 5 years now, but I did it in my way. So yes, I still do sometimes mourn that part, but I know I'm at peace and I feel good about where I'm going. It was just sometimes, even when people move, you can sort of mourn where you had been because it had been your life for a while, but it doesn't mean that what you're moving towards is bad at all. The moon. Okay, these moons are going to really be impactful. Again, we have full moon on October 1st in Aries, so that's that cardinal energy, that new beginning, that new drive for something new. We have the new moon in Libra. You want to make sure everyone's okay with it and balanced and you're communicating well, but you realize you're not responsible for other people's reactions to your life. We have that Mercury retrograde, but then we have that full moon in Taurus, that blue moon. So you might want to work with the moon cycles. I don't know, Google it or search on YouTube. Water energy, emotions. Yeah, you have those mixed emotions I was just talking about, right? That's Pisces energy. And this has Libra symbol on it. This Three of Swords, which is interesting. Although Libra is an air sign. Oh, it has all the Libras in all of these three cards. These Swords cards, which makes sense because it's an air energy. Yeah, but this isn't. This is, that's weird. So you got three Swords cards that in this deck represent Libra. So use that Libra energy. And the Two of Wands. So this is, I've really thought about where I'm putting my energy. This is Aries too. Oh no, Taurus. No, that doesn't make sense. Aries. Where am I putting my energy? I have a finite amount of energy, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not wasting it on things and people and situations that just exhaust me and do not serve what I want to do in my life. Yes, we have obligations, obviously, that we have to attend to, but lots of times we can take on other people's things, again, be responsible for how other people respond. They're as much responsible for everything in their life as you are for yours. Making sure you're breaking that codependency. I can see breaking that codependency, but also quieting the mind about it and feeling okay about letting it go. Look at this sun card. It's gorgeous. Okay, well, I will leave it there. I kind of want to pull some. Where are my other? Let's pull a couple cards specifically for romance from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So there is some nudity on these cards. I guess I hear some other readers talk about it, and I don't know. It's some boobs. It's really not a big deal. Although this devil has that big D thing. He's like running around with a giant. I'm having trouble shuffling. All right, let's get a few cards here. Sag. I have my eyes closed, so it's that one. Let's get one more. Just one. Ooh. We have Queen of Wands. So this is a Sag card. She's passionate. Yeah, you're feeling, I do feel like you're going to be really feeling your, I almost said feeling your oats. I guess I'm going with the horse analogy. Feeling your sexuality, feeling very sexy and passionate, actively having sex, basically, with that Leo energy. So the Four of Cups, I don't really know what they're trying to portray in this deck, but and there's no nudity on any of these cards, so I can hold it up. So that's that Queen. It almost looks like she's doing a little striptease. And then this to me just looks like it almost looks like the same person. Well, maybe not the right hair, but the Four of Cups is usually a sort of a stale energy, but here I feel like if you have had some staleness in your romance, that you're going to spice it up. Actively reassessing, again, if maybe for those people at the beginning, I think renewing your vows. But look at how, here's another Three of Pentacles. So it could be someone at work, definitely, that you've been dreaming about and that you're coming together with. Maybe that's why you're blowing things up with this Tower, because maybe you have to leave, one of you has to leave your job or something, or maybe one of you gets transferred and everything comes out because you decide to go with them, vice versa. But look at this connection. And it's just two people in all of these cards. I always look to see if sometimes there's people in the background, but all of these are just the two of you. So there's a real strong connection. You want to be together. It's for yourself. I don't know. You don't feel like you need to go around advertising or showing it off, because it's a special bond between the two of you. It's really about your connection with this other person. Not, look, everyone, I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, so I'm doing great. Nice. Okay, Sag. I hope you have a great October. Take care.